Hello, I'm BMillzebub and welcome to my channel. We as content creators have a duty of care. In many cases, we have quite a lot of influence over the people who consume our content. There's a reason that some people call content creators influencers, since we have so much power to influence the opinions of others. It's a big responsibility and needs to be treated like it. When we fuck up, we need to admit it and correct the mistake. I made a whole video talking about a mistake I made in another video, and the mistake I made was just an off-the-cuff comment, but the correction needed to be made because I didn't want people to believe the wrong thing because of something I said. I take this seriously, and I've got a pretty small channel. 357 subscribers at the time I'm recording this, if I'm remembering the number correctly. I can't overstate how important it is for me to come correct when I'm making an argument or making a point. I've delayed videos for days or weeks because I wanted the right information and the right wording so I didn't come across as flippant or not giving a serious conversation the attention and care it deserves. I don't want to alienate people who don't deserve to be alienated. But mostly I want to be correct when I say something and post it for public consumption, despite probably not actually being an influencer myself, since I don't have the largest reach even in the atheist community I'm a part of. So what can you do as someone who makes content, if that's something you do, to make sure you're doing your part to not spread bullshit? And this does include people who are considering making content. Cite your sources. This is something I do with every video that I have to get outside sources for. I may not use APA style citation, which I'm sure would disappoint teachers and college professors who taught me better, but I post links to wherever I got my information from in the descriptions of my videos. It helps to keep you honest. You'll notice that sometimes in response videos atheists make to theists, the atheist responding to the video will make a remark about there being no links to sources in the description. By not citing their sources, people have to take someone at their word since there's no way of fact checking the information they used. I personally see two options for not citing their sources, but I could be wrong about them. One, they're too lazy to do the minimal amount of work of copy pasting a link in the description box. Or two, they're being dishonest and they know it, so they don't want anyone checking their work and calling them on their bullshit. If anyone out there has any other ideas why someone wouldn't cite their sources, let me know in the comments below. Another thing you can do is explain that you're not an expert in whatever you're talking about when it applies. This can lend a bit to your credibility, especially if you cite your sources so people can do their own fact checking on their work. And the best piece of advice I can give to ensure you're holding up your end of the bargain, to be honest to people you can influence, is to say that you don't know what you're talking about when you don't know. Honesty is the best policy, and if you don't know what you're talking about, just admit it instead of talking out your ass. Do the research later, definitely, but until then, if you don't know something, you don't know it. And you should just admit the fact up front. If anyone has any other suggestions for keeping influencers and content creators honest and correct, please explain it in the comments section below. I like to be as honest as possible, and anything that keeps me that way is a practice I want to be part of my process for writing scripts and making my videos. But that'll do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. If you feel so inclined to help me out, consider giving to my Patreon, where I have monthly patron-only live streams or hangouts. or consider getting me something from my Amazon wish list. Every little bit helps, and every little bit is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, linked below, to keep up with all my comings and goings, and join my Discord for a chance to talk to yours truly. Take it easy, everyone, and I'll see you all in the next one. Did you help? Were you a helper? You're a good helper. Or the best helper.